there, empowered peeps. I'm Ryane to the rescue, and today we're going to be talking about the importance and the technique in pre-drilling holes, and we'll be using an impact driver. So you may be wondering, how do I know whether I need to pre-drill a hole or not if I'm putting in a fastener? Well, if you're putting in a very narrow screw and you're putting it into a very soft piece of wood, then you probably don't need to pre-drill, especially if you're using a powerful tool like an impact driver. If you happen to be using a drill driver, then you might want to still pre-drill to make it easier. And if you want to learn more about drill drivers, you can watch this video right here. If you happen to be putting in a fastener that's very thick shafted like this, you'll want to pre-drill the hole. Or if you're putting in a fastener into a very hard, dense piece of wood, pre-drill the hole. Or if you're putting a fastener in very near the edge of the piece of wood, pre-drill the hole. Why? Because these things will split the wood if you don't pre-drill. Also, it's going to make it a lot easier to drive the screw into the wood if you have pre-drilled the hole. It's already established a straight path for the fastener to go in, so when you put the fastener in, it will follow that path of the drill hole and make it much, much easier and straighter for you. So now you know when to pre-drill and when you don't need to. And so now let me show you the proper technique. First, let me show you the tool that we'll be using. This is a Ryobi impact driver. And the beauty of an impact driver is it has a hex head chuck. And that is made to accommodate any driver bit that has a hex attachment, or any drill bit that has a hex head attachment, like this. Now, in order to pre-drill a hole, let's say you have a screw that is a very thick screw like this. What you're going to do is find a drill bit that lines up with just the shaft of the screw, and it leaves the protrusions on the sides without being drilled out. So this one would be a perfect drill bit to pre-drill a hole for this screw. Let's give it a try. So I would take this drill bit and insert the hex head attachment into this chuck. Pull this forward, drop the drill bit in, and release this back. Now it's in there solid. So let's drill the hole. And now we're going to drive this screw into it. So we're going to easily remove this drill bit. And then this comes with a screw head right here on the tool itself. And I'm going to pop this in. Put this in my pre-drilled hole and drive it in. That sound that you were hearing is a classic sound of an impact driver. That means that it was giving pulsating bursts of power to complete a hard job. And as you could see, that was a very thick shafted screw, and it drove it in there with ease with the pre-drilled hole, but yet it's still going to hold very, very, very nice and strong. Now, I mentioned that there are some cases where you don't need to pre-drill a hole. When the wood is soft and the shaft of the screw is narrow and you have a powerful tool. So let's give that a try. Drilled it in with ease. So let's take a look and see what happens when we do pre-drill versus when we don't pre-drill. I have two screws that are the exact same size, and we'll do an experiment with both ways. All right, first we're going to do the option of not pre-drilling. There's a split in the wood because it just has to push the wood aside instead of going into a hole that's already there. Now let's try pre-drilling the hole first by removing the screwdriver attachment, putting in the drill attachment. All right, I screwed it in all of the way, and there's no split where there is a split. So better option to pre-drill. So today we have talked about impact drivers and pre-drilling holes and how to properly do so. If there's anything that I left out, please mention that in the comments below. I would also love to hear your suggestions and recommendations and questions. We can all learn together that way. And my mission is that empowered women empower women. If that's something that you can get behind, please like and subscribe and share this message with all of